Damn. Hey, all right. Back, good lord. Get rid of the bombs. And one more. We are done there. Okay. Here, have some health. Why? Because I'm a nice guy, that's why. And 5. Okay, now we need to go to the Navarra outpost. And, Photos village. Okay. Navarra outpost it is. Wow. Yep. Yep, every damn time. And I really just want to get the fuck out. Come on. And I don't want to spend all day fucking doing it. Can I jump out of there? Oh, so close. gonna make it, damn it. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. Morning, Bomb de Guerra. Yeah, Bless Online is definitely, I like it. It's very divisive right now, however, in the community of MMORPG players. But I like it. I think it's fine. I don't know why people are complaining about it anymore. Now that the launch is over with, things have become much more stable. They're beginning to work on balance issues and things of that nature, which means they're listening to their player base and they're attempting to continue to support the game, which is good. So I don't know what everybody's bitching and complaining about anymore for. But good morning to you. So I feel like I do probably need to find a guild soon. Elite End of a Betrayer. Alright, let's sell some shit. I got nothing really to sell, it looks like. Well, that's fun. I really need to get some of this stuff deconstructed. Can repairs or general merchandise, you don't care. And we need to get to Photos Village. I might as well pick up ore on the way, right? So I don't know when I'll be back. This area has a lot of ore. I'm not sure when I'll be back this way. No, there's not any over there. Alright, well, going to the village is not going to be any ore. Might as well just ride. Get there a little bit quicker. Oh, do they have a... Nice. Turn too much. There we go. But you don't have recipes to sell. I never remember that. Perfect World? Yeah, Perfect World was okay back in the day. It's a bit antiquated now, but you know, it's a thing, right? Like, they come, they go. Very few MMORPGs stay playable for the long term. So, I mean, honestly, my favorite MMORPG right now is definitely Final Fantasy XIV, because it just has a really great story. Interrogate, gate the spy. But yeah, I mean, it's, you know, you can find tons of 10-plus-year-old free-to-play MMORPGs because of World of Warcraft, and everybody wanted to have the next World of Warcraft because it was making so much money. But there haven't really been a whole lot of good MMORPGs to come out in the last, I'd say, 5-6 years, because there just really haven't been a lot, period. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bless Online is definitely what would fall into the category of Korean grinding MMOs, but it's not bad. And remember Perfect World, that game is still around. Like, you can still play that. I'm trying to get my son into some MMOs, and he's starting to get there, but I still don't think it's, you know, a huge thing for him, which is fine. But we were playing Requiem there for a little bit. That weird, it wanted to be horror themed type MMO with monsters in it that looked like they were out of Silent Hill. I mean, it's still up and around and playable for some odd reason. I mean, it's terrible. It's not a good game at all. But you know what? It's still around because somebody wants to play it. So. I'm just really wanting a very good VR MMORPG. That's what I want. That would be, oh god, that would be fantastic. Black Desert. I did play Black Desert for a while. I got I want to say Witch up to maximum level, but then I stopped, or like level 50, whatever, you know. But then I stopped because there's no end game that I'm interested in. It's all PvP from there. It's not raiding, things of that nature. That game would have been phenomenal with dungeons. But again, not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. I just, you know, don't want to PvP, and that's what kills me about this. Because it is all PvP, it's open world PvP, and I kind of hate it, but you know, it's a thing. Hey, equipment dismantling, alright. But let's be honest, there's no MMORPG that is or will ever be as good as World of Warcraft. Period. As much as we like to complain and hate on that game, it's a good MMORPG. Period. I mean, it's what every MMORPG that came after it wants to be. What the hell is this box I'm supposed to be getting? Oh, yeah, it's over here. There are a couple that I need to check. What is it? Adrift, I want to say, the one where it's all the islands, and you build an airship and stuff like that. That I definitely need to check out. I just don't have the money right now to buy it, so. Plus, I kind of don't want to get into another game right now until I hit at least the max level here, because I'm very bad about that. Like, I've got Wild West Online. It's only been out for about a month, and I'm basically done with that. I put 40 hours into it, but I'm basically done now. There's nothing left I want to do in that game, but to be fair, they haven't really put anything I want to do into that game now, so. That was probably, if I had to pick anything I've bought in a while that was probably a waste of money, it was Wild West Online. And if you'd like to see why, you can check out any of my old gameplay videos. I mean, they're a good hour plus in most cases, but they really give an example of what that game is, because there's not much to it. You can really nail down what that game is about in an hour or two. And any MMOs you guys are looking forward to out there? I don't keep up on them as much as I should as far as what's coming out and what's new and stuff, but cabbage. Suspicious farm worker. Oh, there's like specific ones that you need to talk to. Okay, well, I mean, we can do that. Ah, stupid larva. I didn't want to fight. I do not have an Xbox One, but I know Black Desert is coming to the Xbox One, and assumably to PlayStation 4 after that. That is definitely a good move. It's nice to see that MMOs are starting to come to consoles more. And with things like Final Fantasy XIV and Neverwinter, they really show that there is a market for that. And Warframe as well is another one. But there's definitely a market for that if you can make one that runs well and controls well. To a lesser degree, there's also Elder Scrolls Online to a much lesser degree. But I wish I could go to E3. That would be awesome. Unfortunately, no one wants to pay me to go to E3, and I can't pay my own way, so yeah, not a thing. You know, I don't know if I would want to really go to E3, right? Like, it's great and all, but I don't know, it just doesn't sound like, because it's still more catered to the press and not really players, although it's changing. I just don't think E3 is somewhere I'd want to be. I don't really care that much to hear about what you're going to be doing 2 years from now. You know, or show me a trailer for a game that's going to be out in a month. You know, I don't really care. I mean, at this point, we're all just really hoping that Blizzard is going to make a new MMO. Like, if they make World of Warcraft 2 and take World of Warcraft free-to-play or something, that would be big news. That would be huge news. But that's probably not going to happen, because they're still making money on World of Warcraft. Like, they've made something like over $1 billion on that game since it released or something. It's ridiculous, the amount of money they've made. I mean, I guess there's a few games I would like to know more about, but not a lot. And honestly, I play more VR. Morning, Chris. How you doing today? You feeling better, I hope? Stomach bug hopefully settling down a little bit. Carrots and cabbages, are you kidding me? Oh, that sucks. Well, the thing to remember about stuff like that is usually it's for the best, unless, you know, because you don't want an animal to suffer, and usually that's a good way to prevent the suffering from lingering on and on and on. So, as much as it sucks, you know, it was probably the right thing to do. I mean, dear God, I hope when I'm old as shit and I've lost my mind and I've got cancer and I'm in pain, my son is smart enough to know that I would just put me fucking down, and that society has reached a point where it's okay for have fucking assisted suicide, because who gives a shit if it's your own choice, right? Then again, I'm weird, so there's that. Anyway, I'm sure you're upset, so I'm sorry to hear that. Since you were 5, yeah, so it was an old dog, yeah, so it was probably good. Good thing. Sounds like he was pretty up there in years. Still sucks, but, you know, just keep telling yourself it was for the best, because it probably was. Yeah, so that's what, a 17-year-old dog? That's significantly old for a dog. Hey man, I hear you though. I mean, our cat, he's up there. He's like 15 years old or some shit. He's getting old. And my wife will be extremely upset when this cat goes. Nice. Yeah, those are good dogs. Stupid mole. evil carrot? Oh, I can't. I hadn't noticed. I had. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's not in my inventory, so I can't see it. I mean, vegetables are evil. And, you know, that's why I don't get vegetarians and vegans. Right? How can you just eat that shit like that? Especially vegan. No cheese, no eggs. That's just not right. There's something wrong. But I'm also pretty sure I would starve without cheese. Nice. No, it's a great place to start, Bomb. I had a friend who was Russian, and he actually learned a lot of English before they came to America, because he would watch Sesame Street. So if there's one thing I can say, if you can find like English, and yeah, depending on your age, it probably feels silly, and maybe that sounds a little insulting, but you know, they break it down. It's very basic, and he did really well because he was, I want to say he was early teens when they came over here, and that's what he did, and that's how he learned English. And yeah, so I can definitely recommend that route, silly or not. Nice, good job on the Fortnite win. I have never won Fortnite, but I don't play very much either. Just not my game really, but we get close. My only problem, this is my problem with Fortnite, is you can win the game with one kill and doing nothing, right? Like, you don't have to do shit. You can hide out and not fire a single bullet for 99% of that match, and you can win. It's boring to me. I cannot do that, and you know, it's not for me. It is not for me. I've tried, and I just can't get into it. But congratulations on that. That is nice to win. It's not an easy thing to do in many cases. Yeah, that is definitely a good dog, because I'm pretty sure if I let my dog out without a leash, she would just run away and not come back. Then again, I don't think I'd mind that all that much either. I kind of don't like my dog, so because he's not really my dog, it's my wife's dog. And she's annoying. The dog, not the wife. Well, I mean the wife, yes, but not as much as the dog. PUBG. Oh, I just can't do those, man. So I grabbed a H1Z1 because I'd never played H1Z1, and I thought, well, let's do that. You may have seen me on doing that yesterday. I just can't do those games. I just can't. Because I'm not great at them, I feel like I'm either going to do horrible or I'm going to place in the top 10 and I'm going to be bored because I've done nothing to get there. Me and my son would play because we played a few matches because he kind of likes it. And we sat in a shed for most of that game and placed in the top 10 teams. But that sounds like a jerk dog, actually. That's not cool. So start waking up. That is one thing that I could say I've always told my wife, look, this is not a thing that's going to happen. The dog is not going to sleep in our bed. Not going to happen. You know, most people do spoil their dogs, and I don't understand it. So there's that whole thing today where people are like, oh, I'm a dog mom. I've got my fur babies. And I'm like, that did not come out of your vagina. That is not your baby. Shut up. I really, really hate that. It's just one of those things that annoys the hell out of me because it's ridiculous, and frankly, as somebody who has a child, it's a little bit insulting to say that, oh, this animal, because what was it always? It was always man's best friend, right? It was never man's child. Dog is man's best friend. So, I don't know. I think it's too much, man. It's way too much. And when you really stop and think about it, that sort of thing is a fairly new development where animals are treated like that, because 100 years ago, yeah, 100 years ago is still accurate, although that's slowly changing. Animals were for work. They had a job. Your dog did something to help out. Your dog was not a pet unless you were wealthy. Yeah, if you were wealthy, then yeah, but otherwise no. So as life got easier and more comfortable for people, and we were able to keep pets without the need for having them be working animals, now suddenly they're a part of the family, right? And that's always been odd to me, because I know people personally who have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in vet bills on their animals, and I can't do it. I can't do it. If my dog like gets sick, well, I guess you're gonna get sick and you might die, and well, you're a fucking dog, so who cares? So I don't know. He is already over. He's gonna be here for a majority of the summer, but he's asleep. I'm waking him up because I want to go out for breakfast. I haven't done that in a while, and I want him to be hungry, and I'm already hungry, so he's waking up. I say son. He's 15, by the way. It's not like he's a kid. It's not cute and adorable like maybe it was a few years back. No, he's a shitty teenager. That's what he is. He's a shitty teenager. I love him to death, but that's that's the truth of it. We're gonna try, man. We're gonna try. I haven't really found a game for us to play yet that I feel like I enjoy well and that I think is actually something enjoyable to watch. So it's hard to say. We were probably going to do, and we need to do, We Were Here, but it's a bit more slow paced. So I'm not sure that it's going to be that interesting to watch, but we probably will. I don't know, we'll sort it out. All these pulling me off in different directions. Come on. Alright, let's try meeting Castagno. Or is it Castagno? Yeah, we'll say Castagno. That sounds good. React Outfit 2018? What? I'm sorry, Bob. I don't want to be rude, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Outfit 2018 is. You know what? I guess I can. Let's see. I guess I can always try Googling that, right? See what we find out. Oh, the Met Gala. Are you talking about the Met Gala ones? At the New York Metropolitan Opera thing, I guess. Because Outfit 2018 meme got me a whole mess of stuff. Yeah, I know if that's what you're talking about, honestly, it's amazing. They're really interesting styles, I will say that much. But that's high fashion, man. High fashion is always fucking stupid. It's stuff nobody would realistically wear out at all, ever. It's so dumb. But those outfits were pretty fantastic. I think the biggest thing people were saying was, oh, it looks like they were straight out of a Japanese RPG. And they are absolutely 100% correct. Absolutely correct on that. And I know there was a lot of people, I don't know if it was real rage and anger or not, because they felt very much like old school Catholic sort of wear for priests and stuff. So I don't know if that was real or not, but you know. Yeah, like the Rihanna one. No, definitely that's a Pope hat. But at the same time, that was like, that was apparently the theme that they were going for this gala that they had, was supposed to be that super high fashion religious inspiration kind of thing. So it makes sense that it would be like that. So like I said, some of those outfits were amazing. It's just nothing anybody would wear. Wow, we are getting into some sketchy territory in the marshes. But we're gonna have lots of iron, which is awesome. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. That lag, though, come on. Hey, gem fragments. You know, I probably should look at my skills. I haven't done that in a little while. You know, maybe this might be my problem. That might be my problem. I'm running as protection when I probably should be interruption. Definitely not healing. Sacrifice. We got haste. Hybrid. So that could be my damage output issue right there in a nutshell. You know what? Let's try that. We are gonna try that. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. I'm in the US, the United States of America. Hooray. Oh. And that would be in Kentucky, which is mid-level there, not the north, not the south, but by God, we think we're both, depending on what the political climate is. Oh shit, did it not save it? I thought I saved it. No, it did. Okay. No, it didn't save it. There we go. Okay, that's a big difference in DPS. I was using the wrong fucking thing. I think that was my problem, right? Well, I need to figure out what these abilities do, though. And get my rotation down. Pounds mana recovery, protection, critical hit by 50%, so fanaticism is what I want there. 83 damage, 5% max mana. One chastise is affected by the divine punishment or smash effect. Other nearby enemies will gain this effect. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, alright, I see the differences. Basically, we're taking away our auto attack ability in this. But the DPS and mana recovery should be better. I don't know that I like it, though, just because I'm not used to it. My survivability is not going to be what it was. We definitely want that, yeah. Okay, and then back to 2. And then back to 1. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. That's a much better DPS output. Until you miss. Okay, so this is slower DPS but better survivability. That's essentially what we're looking at. Okay. Yeah, I can't get out of the other rotation, though. It's just stuck in my head. Oy. So I also need to go in and do skill changes to reduce cooldowns and such. Take points out of all this shit that I'm not using. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. So I can't... Shit. Alright, well. It's not a thing I can do, apparently. Right now. No worries, Bomb de Guerra. Like I said, I don't want to be offensive or anything. Just the language barriers tend to make things difficult. You're doing fine, though. No worries. Thanks for stopping by again. You have a good day. Hey, roving skeleton soldier. Get out of here. Marsh skeletons and marsh skeleton archers. Crap is that over there? Ah, meteorite, okay. What the hell is attacking me? Oh. No, that's not what I want to do. Come on. Okay, no, I definitely see now what my problem was. I was just using the wrong build all along, and that's why. That was all going horribly awry. No, you really don't want me to climb up there. Lost my music too. Didn't even realize. Alright, well, he is up. We're gonna have to get breakfast soon, so I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here for now. We'll try to come back later. Man, like every time I'm like, hey, let's go. It looks like someone else shows up. No, that was something else I was looking at. Anyway, we're gonna get out. We'll be back. More leveling later. Until then, don't forget to stay nerdy, and if you like what you see, click on like, click on subscribe. Really helps me out. And y'all stay nerdy and have a good day. Later.